Alright, so I thought I'd make a video about this because a lot of people are commenting on my videos about it, and it's a pretty prominent thing in the TF2 community right now. So for those of you who are living under a rock or have no kind of concept of this, the Mann supply crate key price has crashed significantly over the past week or so. In the past week or so, it's gone from nearly 40 refined, and it's currently priced at about 28.6 refined, meaning it's nearly halved in price. The alleged reason for this is because idle and bot farming accounts have been shut down by Valve. They somehow found a way to identify them and closed all the accounts, meaning so much refined has left the market because there's so much refined sitting in these backpacks that has now been shut down. And with all of these bots just farming refined every day, they were of course driving the supply of refined up, meaning it was much more easily accessible. More people have refined, the key prices go up because there's less of a demand for refined. And with all these bot accounts now shut down, all that refined is off the market, meaning refined is more scarce. It's like supply and demand. With less supply, there's a higher demand. And now with all these bot accounts shut down, the market should be going back to how it should be, its natural state before bots started farming its currency. So that kind of got a bit more complicated than I was intending. So to put it bluntly, within 10 seconds, Valve shut down idle bots that farmed refined. There's less refined now going around because the bots have been shut down. That means the value of refined is increasing because it's scarce to come by. And of course, with less metal flying around, the value of it goes up, so it takes less metal to buy a key. I think one thing that's definitely overlooked by a lot of people though is the fact that people panic sell. So to put this in like a definition, if you have a Mann supply crate key that's currently crashing in price and you see that it's worth 28 refined now, you want to sell it instantly and throw yours up for the cheapest on the market because there's a possibility that tomorrow it could be 25 refined because it's crashing. This means everyone wants to make their key the lowest on the market so they can get it sold as quickly as possible. A comparison of this would be if you're invested in a cryptocurrency and you see that it's crashing. You want to jump out and take what you can before it reaches zero. This leads to a lot of people on backpack.tf, Outpost, etc. undercutting each other to try and rush to make theirs the cheapest on the market. This means the prices go down a lot quicker than they normally would, as everyone wants to be the lowest. Now, where do I see the key price going from here? I personally don't think they're going to crash to zero and like there's going to be a whole panic. I feel like they're going to probably stagnate around the between 20 and 30 mark for a while, maybe even a bit below that. And it will probably take around a year to go back to the kind of inflated prices. My main issue with refined at the moment is that there's just no use for it. There's no real key sync apart from hat crafting and weapon crafting, which is generally a pretty big loss. If you watch my hat crafting series, you probably know that. I mean, it's great that these metal farming bots have been closed down by Valve, but realistically, metal in TF2 can only be used for one thing, and that's to buy a key. Everything else you use metal for is essentially just a free way to lose your refined. So when people have lots of it, the only logical thing to do will be to buy keys. Therefore, the demand for keys slowly going up, the demand for refined slowly going down because people are investing them back in keys, and we just get a continuous cycle of the key prices rising again. But guys, that is just my opinion on the topic. Of course, I could be completely wrong. That's just how I see it. I'd love to hear your opinions down below. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you'd like to see more TF2 and general gaming content. Thanks again for watching, guys, and peace.
Father would have died for you. Everything here is dead. It's easier to see when it's night. I just heard a voice in my head. It asked me if I'm gonna be alright.